thank you for coming to my channel. My name is Kay, Ascension technologist and psychic psychologist. Today, it's the second message for 2023, July and August. There is a pattern. I think there are, some people who feel not motivated. I don't know what to do, or, I don't know how can I get out of this, or I'm given up. So there are some people feeling this way after the pandemic. So I would like to have, messages. If you would like to get out of this, the current situation, moving forward or moving on from the Galactic Federation. So before getting a message, I noticed the pattern talking to my clients and, talking to, my friends. And some of them, they are very gifted and they are very talented. However, they already gave up. They don't want to continue what they were passionate about or what they were, feeling this is for me, or at least I am interested in this and I want to master all these skills. So one case is about related to the art. So before getting a, message, I just want to, share some, examples, and then whether, to see whether you can, relate to the situation or not. The first case is about the guy who was admitted to get into a highly, highly competitive art university in London. So this guy is so talented and he learned so much and he had, artistic sense. However, he gave up his artistic, career. And the reason why is because the way people wants to have his, art product, art, painting, is not the way he wanted to deliver. For example, he, likes painting, his art on a big campus, like, 1 meter or 2 meters campus, not like 30 centimeters or 50 centimeters, smaller campus. Then he doesn't feel like making a compromise. And I was talking about, because when I went to Birmingham, like in June and July, I stayed in a hotel and, in my small hotel room, it's only one room, but, there were 3 paints in one room. Then all of them were abstract. So I was, talking about some people do like, like a museum type of, abstract, like a modern abstract. And some people do different kind of abstract, like objective, object abstract or scenery abstract or something else. Then, because I'm not artistic, I don't know anything about the art. So, I was asking him, what about if you can approach to hotels or like companies or business owners, then ask them to put their, art product, the paintings on their, like hallways, on the walls, or, the meeting rooms, or, hotel rooms. But he said, for him, it's not the art. It's just a wallpaper. And I was like, oh, okay. So, from his point of view, it's not the art. It's just a wallpaper. So, because of this, because what people want and what he wants to offer seems to be not matching, unfortunately. So, it seems like things are not happening there. So that's one case. Second case is she is a very, very talented psychic. She is a channeler, but she gave up. So she had so many different trainings to develop her psychic senses. Then she joined a channeling course over 1 year, and she developed her psychic senses over, off and on, in the past 10 years. But, what's completely lacking is she just learned and she's not actually practicing it. So just learning, it's not enough. She's not practicing it. So whatever you learn, it's like a doctor, same thing. Doctors, they learn taking for 5 years to to become a doctor, isn't it? But from other nurses and other hospital professionals, medical professionals, they told me, junior doctors, they don't know nothing. So we need to train them. So, from their point of view, doctors just getting out of the school, just out of the classrooms, they are not really practical. They can't really do anything. They don't know how to operate. They don't know how to cut skins. They don't know, how to do injections, for example. So they say they need to teach how and what to do to all the junior doctors. And, with all these medical professionals on top of the knowledge, they are going to learn step by step, and they would be able to treat patients. So, and in her case, same thing. She learned, theoretically, let's say, Leo, because we are now, in the Leo month. So the Leo's, personality-wise, it's a fire element. It's very confident, and then they want to be the, on top. And they, they like something comfortable and luxurious things, and they are very assertive, that sort of thing. But she needs to actually deal with Leo people to understand who Leo people are. And, we can't be divided only by 12 types of humans, because astrological, signs, there are so many different combinations, like Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Venus, Saturn, and then, so many others. And then we are not that simple. And then just one zodiac sign, the sun sign is Leo, but it doesn't mean the person is Leo. Their, moon sign needs to be checked. Their, Mercury sign needs to be checked. And otherwise, we can't really analyze who the person is. On top of this, we are brought up and we are influenced by the parents and by the environment, and inclusive all these influences. Zodiac sign is only a template. It only tells you the basic matters, but she needs to learn that, right? But she hasn't practiced reading, let's say 10,000 people. That's the issue. And she gave up because, she thinks other people better than her. Of course, other people are practicing, but she's not practicing. And she just gave up, on the way. She became a fantastic, leader to do, fantastic customer service. So that's number 2. Another case is this person is feeling a little bit more depressed because things are not happening within only 1 year. So the environmental situation was really horrible. So this person didn't have any choice to get out of the situation. So that's okay. So, this guy was so lucky, he had opportunity to make a change his environment. However, he wanted to make things happen only within 1-2 years. Of course, things are not going to happen. Once you change your environment, you need to start everything from scratch. If you want to start something new, if you are lucky, maybe things can start happening only within 1 or 2 years. But let's say if it is related to business, it takes minimum 5 years. But even 5 years, it may not be enough. If you're working for a company, in order to learn the basic things to understand the company product and then the company's policy, industries, like customs or the market situation, it takes minimum 3 years. So, Rome cannot be made overnight. So you need to take time to reach your goal. So sometimes you need to give more time than you really want. Everyone wants to have things very quickly, overnight, over one night, maybe over 1 month, but sometimes you need longer time. Let's say becoming a doctor, lawyer, psychologist, it takes 10 years. And then to become a, fantastic psychic, healer, therapist, or business owner, takes 5 years, 10 years, easy. So, you need to, get rid of the pressure you put yourself onto your shoulders. Okay? So, these are the 3 cases I just wanted to share at the beginning before getting a message from the Galactic Federation. So, let me become connected and then let me see what they see the situation from their point of view. Okay, so the number one thing as a message from the galactic being, what they are saying is take your time. Humans are too busy. So because of the modern society, everything is available anytime, anywhere. So if you are living in a bigger city like Tokyo, London, New York, it is obvious everything is available even after midnight. Someone is still working even after midnight. Someone is operating, taking a turn, taking a shift. So, sometimes, early in the morning, like 4 a.m., someone is working, something is available. And even like 1 a.m. in the morning, like 11 p.m., something is available. But if you go to a little bit more, smaller city, let's say like Birmingham, and especially not in the town center, shops are closed at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and maybe not many restaurants are not available, not cafes or bars are available. It's only residential. So you need to take some time and pace yourself. So if things are not happening for you, you need to learn. You may not be pacing yourself at your own pace. So you need to find out what your pace is. For example, somebody else is making things happening within 1 year. But maybe for you, 1 year is too fast. It's too much. It's too much of a pressure. So in that case, you need to take 2 years or 3 years. So that's the first message. So take your time, be at your center. What is your comfortable pace to make things happen? Number 2, you need to have a look at the quality, sometimes not the quantity. So if you're trying to, make things, like rush up and then hurry things up, maybe quality suffers. And you may be just focusing on something else, not the, substance, not the quality, but you may just want to have the name or the, status, or just, get things done. But because you just get things done quickly within 1 month or 6 months, actually you're not nothing. Well, actually, quality suffers. So if that's the case, you need to have a look. What do you really want? How you want to do things, you can choose. How you want to take time to complete things, or learn or master things, you can take time. So certain things can be done within 1 or 2 hours. Let's say baking a cake. Within 1 or 2 hours, it can be done. However, if you want to master how to bake a fantastic cake, which can be sold in a department store, it can't be done within 1 or 2 hours because you need to learn how to bake a cake properly. In that case, you need to take a baking lesson. You need to learn from a master. Maybe it can take like 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. So the second message is to take your time. Just keep practicing, keep practicing, keep practicing. And one day you can get there. Number 3, if you are not motivated, if you don't get wherever you want to get, is you may not be passionate enough, because maybe that's not what you want to do really. It's, it's socially trendy, it's socially accepted, it's socially, maybe you can be proud of yourself because maybe you get some kind of title, you get some kind of skills, you get some kind of social status. But if your heart, if your emotion is not really, wanting that thing, you're not going to be feeling motivated. So, for example, in the second case, she was learning so much, psychic reading, channeling, all these things. But the question was, did she really want to master the skill? And beyond the motivation, did she really want to master it? And how did she want to use it? Did she want to master it because of her ego, because of her desire, for the sake of her, self-satisfaction? Or in order to master the skills, and she wanted to serve to other people, help out other people. There are so many people, they have so many different kind of distresses and problems and issues, relationship issue, money issue, work issue, health issue, house issue, pension issue. So did she want to utilize her skills to help out what kind of people? Was it about to help relationship issues, health issues, money issues? And each segment is very deep because, relationship, is a specific segment. You need to learn what sort of relationship it is. Is it a relationship about parental relationship, or, children's relationship, or husband, wife, marriage relationship, or dating, or casual relationship, or boss or colleagues relationship. So in order to become a master, you need to really understand each segment, isn't it? In order to understand that, you need to read books. You need to actually apply, whatever you learned and skills to the actual, human, relationship issues and, consult people and listen to their issues, this and then, analyze their behaviors, right? So it's not sometimes enough. And you also need to understand number 4, you need to see where your motivation is. What you want to do is you need to understand why you want to do that. Is it because you want to be, self-satisfied and you want to satisfy yourself? You want to be how fantastic you are? That's what you want to show to the society? Or using the skills, learned techniques, do you want to create something to make other people happy? Do you want to help out other people using your skills? So is it beyond your own small desire or wishes? Are you thinking about how you can contribute to the society or even to the universe? So the last message is you need to see the situation from the, bigger picture. What's going on in your life from 100 years, lifespan, not only in this short span, like just, like next 24 hours or next week or this weekend. No, you need to see from the beginning to the end. What kind of life do you want to have? And how you want to die, feeling satisfied and die and move on into the different dimension, or when you die, you are regretting, oh, I didn't utilize my time. My time, my life is given by the God, whatever my condition is. If some of you, might be maybe having the bodily dysfunction. Maybe you don't have one arm. Maybe you don't have one leg. Maybe you have, long-term conditions. Or maybe your doctor said you're not going to be able to live too long. But however how long we can live or we are not going to be able to live is actually, it doesn't matter. How you live your life matters rather than how you are dictated or how you are diagnosed by doctors. You have only 14 months. Maybe 14 months. But my uncle was diagnosed. He could live only for 3 or 4 months, but he lived another 1 year. So you decide how long you want to live. And this is an energetic way, but you can negotiate even your lifespan as well. Whatever happens in your life, you are in charge. You need to have this view. Otherwise, your life is influenced by something else, by the society all the time. You cannot live yourself as you. You are giving up on you. If you are giving up on yourself, your life is finished. Okay? So you need to be gentle If you don't feel you're not motivated, fine. You may need to take some rest. Accept it and then just pamper you, take some rest and have a break. It's okay. You don't have to be motivated all the time. I was motivated to do so many things, while I was in pandemic because I couldn't do that much. So that's okay. Acceptance is very important. What is important is even if the situation is limited, what can you do by changing your behaviors or changing your way of thinking? What can you do even though that situation is limited? Maybe you can get rid of all the restrictions and make a change, make a, change a job, change your environment, change a country, and explore what else can you do. Many people changed their residence because some people gave up London, England because they didn't like it. They went back to their countries or they went to somewhere else. That's okay. If they want to explore something new, that's what they can do. If you want to change a job, you can change a job. If you don't want to work anymore, maybe for 1 or 2 months, you don't have to take a break and then do whatever you want to do. Allow yourself to do what you want to do. If you don't want to do something, let's say your work, why are you continuing that? Of course, any job, it can be 100%, you want to do. Any job, includes something you don't want to do, like an admin job or errands or, expense, that sort of thing. But however, if 80-70% is the one, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. Okay. So if you need help, I'm here for you. You can come to my website, this one, uk.gfls.co.uk, and you can book a psychic or transformation consultation, and you can have a cord cutting or DNA activation energetic work or Reiki session or massage session. Okay, so thank you for listening to my video today, and it would be nice if you can share your comment and then just say, what's happening in your life, and if you, had the situation like you felt not motivated, how you made a change. If you can, share what's happening and how, you are dealing with it, that would be great. Then if you can press the like button and subscribe to my channel, that would be great. Thank you very much and have a good day.